In a world where everyone is locked inside their homes and cannot go outside to meet anyone without the risk of death, Elixir at Home arrives. Welcome your host, Elixir!
Hi, I'm Elixir. I'm the host of the show. Thank you everyone for watching. This is the first show of its kind, all done through my home to yours. Using a little bit of editing magic, some green screens, we were able to create a virtual scene between me and a guest, while staying much farther than 6 feet apart from each other. In this episode, we were over 7 million feet apart from each other. And remember, if you're not 6 feet apart, you may be 6 feet under. Hopefully, there are very few episodes of Elixir at Home. The sooner the show gets cancelled, the better this is for all of us. Today, our guest is Ice Poseidon, followed by a musical performance from... well, I'm still trying to figure that one out. We have a great show today with Ice Poseidon, on right after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the show, everyone. We have the leader, the general of the Purple Army, the pioneer of IRL live streaming, my friend, Ice Poseidon. Welcome.
Yo.
Welcome to the show.
What's up, Elixir? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm just hanging out, chilling.
So just for a few people who may not know, which is a very small amount watching, you're a live streamer. You live stream all the time. Everything. Walking around, sleeping, eating, all of it. Sometimes with tens of thousands of people watching you. Live. Just the upload of you sleeping after it was streamed has nearly 4 million views on its own. It gets very dramatic sometimes and very crazy.
Yeah, I am a live streamer. I stream myself doing IRL, walking around, sitting at the house, just doing various amounts of activities. Lately it's been kind of rough because of the pandemic, but typically that's what I do.
We met at VidCon around 3 years ago while you were live streaming.
Ice Poseidon, am I on the live stream?
Yeah, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Elia.
Elia?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm good.
What do you think about VidCon?
Today was just registration, but...
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Your name's Elliot, your new name is Bob.
Okay, I'm Bob.
Your new name is Bob, and you are my son that I adopted because I'm a nice person. Yo, is this you? Is this you? I adopted him.
Why?
Because, why not? I'm a nice guy. What the hell you mean?
Money?
No, I'm a nice guy. What the hell you mean? No, well, we're gonna be back here. We'll see him again. He's a funny kid. I like him. He has character.
It's 8K subs.
He has character, man. He has a creator badge. What the f?
And there's a lot which has happened since. What do you think the most intense or dramatic thing which has happened on your live stream?
The most intense or dramatic thing?
Yeah. And there's been a lot.
Probably somebody pulling a gun on me in Alaska. That was pretty bad.
What happened with that?
The owner of this hotel, I walked in and he thought I was going to rob the place. And so he pulled a gun on me, and then I ran away. That's basically the gist of it. Some troll had told him that I was going to rob the place before I got there, so he was armed and ready. That's right, we're about to get bed bugs and roaches.
Yeah, freaking roaches.
They're gonna sleep
over us again.
They're gonna sleep in the cold though. Bro. What's this? Hold on. I don't like that noise. Come here. I don't like that noise, dog. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the car up, and so we can make a quick getaway if they start shooting us, because I heard a gun cock. I don't know.
No wonder this is a one-star hotel.
I mean, I don't know, chat. Did you hear that too, or just me?
Is that a shot?
I don't know.
your viewers are kind of crazy in really good ways and really bad, horrible ways. To the extent when you Google richest man in LA, pictures of you show up, which is kind of funny. But then all the way to a very small amount of people, maybe just 2 or 3 out of almost the 800,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, would call the police pretending to be you, claiming you're doing something horrible in the hopes they can watch you get hurt live by the police.
Taken off the plane is an internet personality, a live broadcaster who was streaming right before he boarded that flight. Well, he says that someone made the call as a prank. It's something known as swatting. It basically gets like the SWAT team to show up when you've done nothing wrong.
I think that's awful, and that is a very dangerous activity for me. So I put measures in place nowadays to make sure that doesn't happen. Whereas before, I didn't put any measures in place. I just hoped it didn't happen. What
did the police think of all of that?
I mean, the police thought, what the fuck is going on? Like, they hated me.
Alright, so, well, away from all of that, what are some funny things, weird things which have happened on your live stream which you'll just never forget?
Weird things that I'll never forget? There's a lot of weird things that have happened on my stream, but nothing that I would never forget.
All forgettable?
I mean, the RV trips that I've taken, those are pretty unforgettable to me in my life because they were absurd.
Why?
You know, there's always streams going on, and there was always crazy, wacky things. Like, people were always arguing about dumb shit. It was just funny.
So, did you, like, pick out people to go on the RV trip with you? It's specifically people who were really entertaining in the way of getting in arguments and fights?
Yeah, I mean, I purposely chose people that would make the stream entertaining. You know, I would purposely choose people that didn't particularly like each other.
Tell me, no, what do you mean? What do you mean?
And they knew that.
Did that go over well?
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining.
That's what you want to do? Are you serious, man? You want to take...
Hey, stop. Hey,
fucking
chill, dude.
Stop.
I definitely have a knack in being able to choose the right people for certain projects.
Yeah, and just get them to...
You pulling shit out, bro? You ain't got no gap. Yeah, don't act like you're pulling out a gap, bro.
Oh my god, Yuba's gonna get knocked out. Yuba's about to get you. Yuba's about to get knocked out. Look, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my...
Bro,
my god, have you seen Yuba's face? Oh my god, dude. That was so stupid though.
Some of those people were not the best of individuals, but that didn't matter because in the world of entertainment, some of the worst people are the most entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it works.
He just came up and sucker punched me.
What do you mean?
He just came up and sucker punched me.
Yeah, he sucker punched you.
Yeah, just filming, just came up and sucker punched me, and then
What
everyone was like, "What the f are you doing?" And he's like, "Yo, you called me in the kitchen," and then he like started to attack Evan, so I pepper sprayed him.
What?
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just doing it all, because normal entertainment, it's all scripted, it's all staged, cameras, editing, but everything is live and everything is real with you.
I wouldn't, okay, so I mean, nothing is staged, obviously, but I purposely created situations that would make people argue, and you know what I'm saying, like, be entertaining. Like, I chose the people, I chose the situations, so it was manufactured. It wasn't fake, but it was just manufactured, and then whatever happened, happened. I definitely would say I'm a pretty good director because not only was I in the film as an actor, but I was also the director. I literally chose the situations, I chose the characters, I was in it, I just controlled everything in the streams. You know what I mean? Like besides when viewers with me, but yeah, I controlled all of the characters. I literally, if I wanted somebody to do something, I can make the situation so they do something, like low key without them knowing what I'm doing, and that's what makes good entertainment. And that is something that other streamers cannot replicate, because it's not an easy thing to do. It's basically just a lot of social engineering during a live stream in real time and improv to make people act and do certain things.
What says it? I know what protected Paul. I don't care. I'm not a moron. Okay, so they didn't pull a knife out on me and Daquan. They didn't pull a knife out on me and Daquan off stream. You're a moron.
Yeah, how come everything that's heroic that you do is off stream?
Bro, at a certain point, I'm not going to be able to get my point across with words. And I just want to let you know that, dog.
Okay?
What does that mean?
I'm just not going to...
He's gonna fight you.
No, hang on, shut up. Why am I being attacked? Have you ever done this to Sam? No! I just think Sam attacks everybody! Sam attacks everybody! You're a hypocrite! Leave me alone, little guy.
Along with all the crazy people which were with you on the live stream, you had one of the most popular subreddits on Reddit, and it ended up getting banned because of how much people were hating on you, which is kind of crazy. How did you deal with all the hate?
Well, I got the subreddit banned because it had just devolved into some terrible, shitty subreddit at a certain point. I dealt with the hate just by pushing forward, Like, I see a bigger picture, so I, look past the hate to try to get to the bigger picture. But at a certain point, that bigger picture didn't make sense to me anymore. So I was just like, all right, this has got to change. And I got rid of the subreddit and, moved on with something else.
So what about funny? What's one of the most funniest moments from your live streaming?
Probably this one time where we left Burger Planet on the side of the road out of a bus. He wanted to get on a bus we were in, and we didn't want him on the bus because he wasn't a contestant. We didn't want him to come on the bus.
Dude, it's sketchy out here. I don't have to walk back through there.
I mean, why'd you come here?
I came here to see you guys.
And he just kept following us, so we closed the door on him, and he had his reflection was just so depressed and sad, and I felt kind of bad, but I was like, oh, this is gold. It was so funny.
There's a huge difference in live streaming your life compared to anything else. I think you're the only one doing it, right?
Other people do it. They do it a little bit differently than me, but yeah, other people do it. It's not. It started off with me and Wreckful as the two people who really started that movement, and now a lot of people do it, but they just don't do it as well as me.
Has it ever gotten...
And I'll say that.
Well, it's true. Has it ever gotten, though, too difficult at a point, showing off every moment of your life?
Yeah, it was pretty difficult. Back when I lived in Los Angeles, and everybody was always streaming at my house, and there was always 7 people at my house, and they were all streaming. It was really hard. I had no privacy, and I felt like a caged animal. And like I said, I was just looking at the bigger picture before it eventually didn't make sense to me anymore, and I'm just like, what the am I doing?
Is that why you moved from LA to Texas? Why did you move?
Well, I moved to Texas to get away from all the LA nonsense, all the people there, all the situations that I got myself in over the years. I was like, I just want to make a new start in Texas with no loose strings anywhere. I wanted to be happier because I wasn't very happy. Most of my streaming on YouTube, I haven't really been very happy. I was just doing what I had to do to get views, and that's like selling your soul to the devil, and it sometimes makes me happy, if a stream goes really well, but most of the day-to-day things were pretty hard. It was just a really hard job. It was really hard to keep up with all the shit and just putting myself in dangerous situations to get views. It was like going outside, for example, is what I mean by dangerous situations, because I knew in my head, okay, I have some viewers that don't like me. They're going to try and with me. A normal person would say, hey guys, I'm not going to do IRL anymore. But I kept doing it because I you know, was really just desperate for views. So I would go outside and I would try to take precautions to protect myself, but you know, when you have thousands of people trying to fuck with you, there's only so much you can do. Eventually I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I moved to Texas, and now it's like, you know what I'm saying, I put myself completely out of harm's way. Like, there's no way that I go into any dangerous situation. May have gotten a lot of viewers, but a lot of viewers doesn't equal happiness. Especially because the money I was making, there was a point where I was making $50K a month, but I was spending $30 to $40K a month. You know what I mean? So I wasn't making as much money as a big streamer should. So I was like, not even very motivated by the money. I was just unhappy. So.
Why didn't you just moderate the Reddit and take away everything which put a lot of stress on you?
I should have moderated the Reddit from the beginning. That would have helped a lot, but I didn't. I was a very new streamer, you know, when I first started on YouTube, so I didn't really understand why you needed to moderate your community. I was like, it gets viewers, what does it matter? But then later on down the line, 2 years later, I'm like, oh, this is bad. The community is like super like toxic, and this is really just like up shit. And now I need to fix this, because like 2 years later, I was like, I need to fix this shit. This is getting bad. They're shitting on every person in my life. They're shitting on me. They're shitting all my streams, my ideas, everything. I couldn't come up with a new idea for the stream without it being shit on. Even the RV trip, I pitched that as an idea. It got shit on. They were like, that's going to be a stupid idea. So, you know, nobody wants to make content for a community that's going to shit on them constantly, dude. So I was like, I got to moderate this. So I tried moderating it towards the very end. They were constantly it was just a battle, dude. the Reddit just ended up shitting on me and f***ing with me and calling, you know, people were calling the police to my house, and it was just really bad. And I was like, all right, f*** this shit. And I just locked the Reddit, because I just was not dealing with that. Like, that was really just terrible. And then you know what I mean? And so when I locked the Reddit, there were people protesting in front of my house and stuff to unlock the Reddit.
Really?
I was like, you guys are, I was like, some of these people that are protesting, they're crazy. Like, this is, I literally, that's when it clicked in my head. I was like, I will make sure I will tell every person I ever come in contact with to always moderate the community if they're a streamer, because let me tell you what, not moderating your community is very, it's one of the biggest mistakes you can make, honestly.
Oh, protesting outside of your house, because that's crazy.
Yeah, and that, dude, when that was happening, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, dude, I gotta get out of here. I'm not dealing with this shit. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to live a life that is, you know, that I would be proud of. I'm not proud of this. You know, I don't want people protesting in front of my house to unlock a Reddit. This is not a way to live.
You don't really miss LA. You don't really miss YouTube. You must miss me waking you up, right? I woke you up every day for a week. Good morning, Ice Poseidon. Oh, you got it. You got it. Okay, I think this is a mango. Oh, that looks good on you.
Oh, it's so fucking sweaty.
For the last day, I wanted to have a party. So I got some silly string for the party, right? Party.
I don't miss it. You wake me up. I miss you, Elixir. I don't miss you waking me up, though.
How could you not miss me waking you up? I brought you hamburgers, fruit. I sang you a song. It was great.
Okay, Elixir. I do miss you waking me up. How about that?
I miss waking you up too.
I wanna be me. Long live the game. Rule the world to infinity and beyond. I have the power. I feel good. I have the power. I feel good. I'm the toughest on these streets. over here, I'm an